Well, today it's time for a bit of a mid-season review as we're 23 games into season number 1 of League Two with SortitoutSI FC. And if you enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel here for more content. Now, obviously, we are 23 games into the season. We're going to play Notts County as well later in the episode, but before that, we'll have a bit of a first half of the season review, look at the squad, see who's doing well, who might be here like long term going forward. But there we go, we are obviously in League Two, and as you can see, 10th place in the table, so doing pretty well. Media prediction of 20th at the start of the season. We are far outstripping that. We have been in the playoff battle, but when we look through the schedule, you'll notice we've been on a bit of a dip recently. We were 6th, that's the highest place we've been, but the last 3 games we've lost and have dropped down the table a little bit into 10th. So looking at the schedule, we were last with us in September with the Wrexham game where we lost 4-0 after drawing 4-4 at home to MK Dons. That was the beginning of a bit of a bad run, really. We had 1 win in 6, lots of losses, but we turned that around with a 6-2 victory away at Harrogate, and the away form kind of came in a little bit there as well, because we Mansfield away before another victory, and then sort of into November we had a good stretch of games, plenty of victories, but some of them in the cup. We had to go to extra time in the replay against Dorking, the FA Cup, and then lost on penalties in the next round to Walsall, so we're out of that cup. Again, similarly in the EFL Trophy, we got through the group stages, but were knocked out by AFC Wimbledon in the second round of the southern section, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So we're out of all the cups, which is good, so we can focus on the league now going forward. It's just league games. But we had a decent run in November, but we have now, since beating Barrow on the 10th of December, been on a bit of a poor run. Lost the last 2 league games as well. Scored plenty of goals, but lost them both away. But we're now at home to Notts County, but they are currently second and on a bit of a good stretch of form, I believe, if we have a quick look at their form. Okay, not too bad. We'd lost to them earlier in the month. I think it was just the end of November. And they've been a little bit up and down since then, but they are still second place in the league. So we're hoping we can turn a little bit of a strong performance in and get an upset against Notts County to put us back into the playoff hope. A victory will put us well back into the hunt. But let's have a look at the squad anyway, see who's been playing well and who hasn't. As you can see, we're going to ignore Kieran Wiltshire because he's only played 2 games in cup competitions with his 9.2 average rating. But it's Claudio Osario who's been the strongest player of the squad so far, who's played in any number of games. 7.25, 22 starts, 14 goals. He's top scorer as well as highest average rating, and that's from the shadow striker position. He won't be starting today against Notts County because he's quite tired after a big run of games, so we're going to give him a bit of a break. I might pop him onto the bench as well, but we'll see in a second. Similarly, all our best players are kind of struggling a little bit for fitness, mainly because we've had a lot of games recently and we've not won any, so we're probably going to lose this one today just to get your hopes up, but we'll see. We'll see if we can use a few of the second string or slightly less high-performing players in this game. We'll keep looking down. So Laurent Tolage has got 11 goals. He's the only one who was into double figures on the goals apart from Osario. In terms of assists, it's Osario again, so he's involved in everything. But Sardi and Jude Boyd, the 2 loanies in midfield, they've been getting involved in plenty of goals as well. If we go back to the average rating, who else should we pull out? Maybe the goalkeeping battle. So Ben Garrett's here, 6.86 from 16 games. And then if we find Jordan Smith, 6.74 from 16 games. So pretty neck and neck between the goalkeepers. Smith's picked up a little bit of an injury, and Garrett is unhappy that he's not starting every game. So we're kind of pissing off every goalkeeper, which is what I thought would probably happen. But we shall see how we get on. Obviously, a lot of these players have got contracts expiring at the end of the season. A few have got, well, say half and half split between this season and next season. So we're going to be refreshing the squad at the end of the year, regardless of what happens. Hopefully we'll be in the playoff hunt still. If we look at our run-in, obviously we've still got everyone to play again. At the end of the season, we've got a few games. Barrow, we beat Morecambe, and AFC Wimbledon we have recently lost to. Accrington, we also beat as well. I think Tolage's got a couple of goals there at home to Accrington. So the run-in in April should be, up and down. Hopefully we'll be within the hunt of getting to playoffs. But if we look around the league, who are currently, so Stockport and Notts County and Mansfield, so as you kind of would expect, all up there. Wrexham have pulled themselves back into playoffs, but they're not going to be getting automatic promotion, I don't think. Basically, if we get into the playoffs, we're probably going to lose to a team like Wrexham. Colchester are also doing pretty well, as are Wimbledon and Harrogate, who I think we beat 6-2, if I'm not forgetting that one. But yeah, 6-2 against Harrogate. I'm sure that was... I will check. Might as well check. I'm sure that was the game we turned around. Yeah, 6-2 here. Sardi, Tolaj got a brace each. Sorry, obviously got a goal as well, and probably some assists, if I can remember. But that is kind of the situation we're at. There's plenty of players who have got expiring contracts who are probably going to be replaced as we get into next season. See if we can up our reputation a bit by doing a playoff run, hopefully. And we're going to attract a few more better players going forward. But that's kind of the situation we're at. We'll go forward into the Notts County game now as well, because that is today's offering. I don't think we'll have time to do 2 games, but we'll just see how we get on, how quickly we get through the Notts County game. Obviously, we're at home at Brisbane Road in London, the Leyton Orient ground. That's the club we ground share with. If you haven't seen previous episodes, go back and watch them. You know, everything little helps. We're going to switch to positive again. No, that's poor advice. I know we're at home, but that's poor advice. I'm not switching to positive. Notts County are going to absolutely... We're going to cautious. Mothersill is got a bit of a fitness concern, so I think we probably will bring Tolaj on. And I've dropped Rosario, but I'm going to bring him back onto the bench just because he is involved in everything. Right, that is where we're at. We're going to go through now and play against Notts County at home. Hang on, who's not fully fit? Ben Woods. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, I'm tempted to bring Rosario in again, but no, we'll leave it like that. We'll go with that. Woods is okay. You'll be fine. Let's go. Let's play Notts County at home in a game that could really influence our season. If we get a victory here, that will not only hamper them. Obviously, they're quite considerable number of points ahead of us, but it will definitely help our playoff chances and put us right back in the hunt for the playoffs. One thing we've really been struggling with this season, it's not a case today because obviously we're at home along with everyone else, but we've been playing the day after because I think the fixtures clashing with Leyton Orient has happened quite frequently, so that's kind of put us a little bit the next day over for a lot of games. Anyway, Sardi's picked up a knock already, but he's fine to carry on so far. Woods, who's oh, Sardi's hit the bar. That's a great move. And if he hadn't picked up a knock, maybe he would have scored. But that is the situation we're in. They've got a free kick right on their own corner flag. We can press now and win the ball back. Stop them in front of Kirby. Oh, great. Oh, McClellan over the top. But Tolaj doesn't get onto it, but Gamble brings it down. It's like a pinball game at the moment. Let's put the ball on the canvas. No, on the floor. Canvas. And start knocking it around a little bit more and hopefully building something up from the back. Woods has got it in some space. That was the referee who was trying to take on there, but he's found Jude Boyd out on the wing. Ball straight first time into the box. Sardi with a header, and Dominic Sardi, despite picking up a knock early on, has had 2 great chances and converted the second with a header. And we are now 1-0 to the good. I'm going to have a look if he's okay to continue. Potential knee injury. He's hampered, but he's playing well. We'll keep him on for now. And Jude Boyd is already looking pretty tired as well. I don't think we've got anyone on the bench to bring on for that position. But we'll see. If it's interesting to note, Notts County playing a similar formation to us, but I think they've got wing-backs rather than wingers. Yeah, that's the case. They've got wing-backs rather than wingers, so they're still playing a 3-4-2-1 like we are, but ours is a little bit more aggressive. Even though we're playing cautious, so we're sitting back a bit more, the positioning is more. Anyway, it's half-time. We're 1-0 up. It's been quick first half. Things are going well. We're capable of better. I want to have a look as to whether some of these players who are looking tired should come off. I think we're probably going to have to make some changes. Sardi, you've been playing well, but Osario is going to come on for the second half. In fact, we're going to make quite a few changes. Jude Boyd can come off for Isgrove and Woods. I'm not sure we've got anyone who could potentially. Let's have a quick look who we could shift things around for. Maybe we could bring Reece Bennett on. I know he's a defender/defensive midfielder, but if we bring him on there and switch him with Kirby, that should potentially be okay. Right, we'll do those 3 changes and get straight into the second half. 3 changes despite leading. I mean, that's a brave decision. Obviously, this victory is going to put us level on points 5th all the way down to 9th on 39 points after if things stay the same. Obviously that's changed because someone who was winning is now drawing or losing, but Wrexham have gone up to 41 as well. Lots of things changing. I'm looking at the score, the league table as we're getting towards 70 minutes. We're going to make another couple of changes. Let's see who... Riley Owen looking tired. We'll bring Wiltshire on. He plays on the opposite flank, and then switch him with Isgrove. There we go. Wiltshire's played really well in the 2 cup appearances he's made, but obviously they're not league games. And Wisdom is looking a little bit tired in defence. We'll bring on Bailey Spencer Adams as our final change. And there we go. Everyone who's come off has been our best performers, but they all understand because they're carrying a knock. I'm going to not do a shout because we've got a corner, and it's Demetrio putting the ball into the box from this near side. Crosses in, headed, and it's bundled over the line. Sam McClellan gets his first goal of the season, and that is 2-0. This is a game I was expecting us to struggle, especially with a lot of our key players being quite tired and picking up a knock. I'm going to praise, and we've got a throw in again. This could be a third before we get to the shout as Gamble collects it in the area, but he comes back. Bennett, into Isgrove. Tolage at the back post, and he should have put that one away. He was in bags of space, but it's gone for a corner. There's a couple of strange arrows. One is pointing to a fence. The other one is pointing to a gap in the fence. Anyway, headed clear, and Notts County have managed to get rid of the danger for now. Tolage has picked it up, and I imagine Tolage isn't how you pronounce his name, but Tolage maybe? It's Tolage to me now. That's how we're going. Right, 90 minutes have gone. We have absolutely smashed Notts County. Surprisingly, we've done really well here. It's 2-0 victory. I think that suggests we should go and get a second game in this episode. So we'll be back for the Boxing Day fixture after that fantastic victory. It's put us up to 9th, and we'll be back in a few moments for Grimsby. Okay, we're back. It's Boxing Day. It's literally been 3 days since the last game, so there's been a whole load of changes to the starting 11. I'm pretty sure everyone but the likes of McClellan and Wisdom have been substituted. Oh, Jude Boyd as well. Okay, there's quite a few. There's quite a few who still remain from the last game, but I've made a bit of a change to everything. Motherstill's going to come in up front despite his fitness concerns. That's okay. He's looking like he's more fit than every other option we've got up there. Osario's back into the starting lineup as well. Sardi picked up an injury. He is currently out for a couple of weeks, I believe. Yeah, 8 days to 3 weeks for pulled knee ligaments. But he got the goal anyway in the game, so that is... well, it's worth it. Let's say it's worth it. It's worth it for that, at least. Right, let's move forward against Grimsby. We've got Smith, Wisdom, Spencer Adams, McClellan in defence, Owen, Sese, Hay, Jude Boyd in midfield, Gamble, Asari of Shadow Strikers, and Mothersill up top as they advanced forward. Right, into the second game against some teams that dress like magpies. But we've still not worn our away kit this season, I don't think. Not that I can remember, at least. Definitely not on camera. But there we go. We're looking very, very blue. Let's see if we can do a similar sort of performance at home like we did against Notts County. These are much lower down in the table. I think they're 15th as we go into the day. So, as expected, Grimsby have gone ahead early with a header from a corner. We moved to positive our mentality, and it's definitely backfired very, very quickly. Fantastic management from myself, and they've got another chance literally 30 seconds later, and they're going to try and build from the back. We could do with intercepting here and just sort of pushing them wide. McClelland with a great interception, but the danger isn't gone. They're going to get a ball into the box still despite that, and Wisdom manages to head clear. Our two experienced defenders, and it's a good save, a good shot stop. So Smith is now in the goal, and that's a ball over the top, and it's easy to collect that one. So our rotation policy with our goalkeepers continues in game 34 of the season. This is 17th appearance for both. A free kick for Grimsby, still in a danger position, 14th minute. A fantastic start to the game for them. They're putting in a great Boxing Day performance. Well, we're not. So we're back down to 10th if we lose this one. So that victory was for naught. But we've still got plenty of time to go. We're going to encourage. No, we're going to demand more because shouts are important. We've yet to have a shot. We've got loads of possession, but just done absolutely nothing with it. As we get to the 35th minute, we still haven't had a chance. Grimsby are attacking on their left, our right, and that's a good ball through from Osario to Mothersill, but he can't quite get on the end of it, and he's going to try and push it wide and get a ball into the back post. Owen is there, he crosses it in, Sese gets on the end of it and gets his second goal of the season. The ball was never cleared out of the danger zone, and Owen managed to square it back. Sese found himself in space, and he hooked it in to the back of the net, and we're going to build again. Jude Boyd finding himself in space there. There's plenty of men in the middle. They're lining up. Mothersall gets on the end of it, but his header goes over the bar. We could have done with a bit of a towards the edge of the penalty area where there was 4 men lining up. We've had 2 shots though, 1 on target, 1 goal. It's 1-1 as we get towards half-time. Grimsby have got it down this near side and they're advancing with the ball. We've got plenty of men back, but they're still finding space. That was a good clearance. Danger's not gone though, as Warman's got it. He's going around the defence, lining up in the middle, but there's plenty of defenders there. We cannot get the ball clear of any danger as they put it back into the box again, but that is well wide of the mark, and he was offside anyway. Goal kick. End of the first half, said confidently. Yes, there it is. 1-1. A bit of a disappointing performance. We could do... you say you're proud of everyone's efforts. We need to get some... Where's the shoot more? We're not going to... There we go. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. Get some shots in. Got some shots in. I've not even looked whether I need to make any substitutions. McClellan's looking quite tired. So is Jude Boyd once again. They're going to be our 60-minute substitutions, I think. If we look at the rest of the condition, Gamble's looking quite tired as well. We're probably going to make quite a few changes around about now. Let's do that. Let's have a look. So McClellan playing well but tired. Reece Bennett can come on. Jude Boyd again on that right flank, tired. Isgrove on. And Gamble tired. Josh Kay, I don't think we've played him much this season. I don't think I've mentioned his name at all, but he can come on. Mothersill's not having a good game. We'll bring Ryan Cassidy on. Ryan Cassidy, he's been complaining that he's not been playing much, but then Tolaj has been playing really well and got double figures in the goals front, and Desario has been scoring loads of goals as well, so he's not really had chance to break into the side. 70 minutes in, I'm going to encourage, as we've got a highlight, hopefully we don't, well no, hopefully you do score and it ruins the shout, but it will ruin the shout if we score before that shout comes in. Owen and Wisdom linking up down the left-hand side. Wisdom's going to look like he's squaring it across the pitch here. Spencer Adams inside to Hay. Finds Isgrove. There's a great run over there by Osorio. Did he manage to stay onside? Doesn't matter. Kay has got the goal. Is it going to be flagged for offside? It looks like it might be. It's been disallowed. Osorio just didn't hold his run, and Kay got on the end of it. The fact it said goal and not the first goal of the season or third or whatever it is for him suggests that it was offside, and it clearly was. It's 80 minutes gone as I'm explaining that offside decision, which you didn't need me to explain. But the ball's gone over the top. Do we need to make some more substitutions? Probably. But we're going to see out this highlight first and see if we can get a second goal of the game. The shout still hasn't... Has it been picked up? I don't know. It was about 20 minutes ago. Hay inside to Sese. Finds Kay, who's been quite dangerous so far in the game. He looks like he's made a great run. He shoots, and it's just wide. That was a great effort. But it's on just... Oh, the next highlight is straight away for the goal kick. Osorio's chasing that down. Vernon has found himself in loads of space, and it's been a wide deflection. And the goalkeeper has picked it up, which means we're going to advance from the back. Spencer Adams into Hay, who's dropped nicely back to pick that one up. Osorio, the danger man, who has been the danger man the whole season so far. Linking up with Isgrove. He's going to try and make a run and hold it this time. Oh, the ball's been turned backwards. And that ball over the top to Cassidy. He's picked up the... Oh, the goalkeeper's made a mistake and Ryan Cassidy has pounced. And it's 2-1. And we can turn our mentality down now to defensive and make some final changes. Waste a little bit of time. Osorio, after all my praise, has not had a particularly good game. But we've not really got anyone to bring on for him. So, I mean, we might just leave him on, to be honest. Who else? Riley Owen, you can come off for someone, potentially. We'll switch Isgrove and we'll bring... Let's bring Tolaj onto the right wing. I mean, we're playing defensive. It's just... It gives him a 6-minute runabout. It's just basically to waste a bit of time. Waste a bit of time as we go through the final few minutes of the game. And this is looking... It's put us into the playoffs. We're currently 7th. Oh, no, Wrexham have nabbed 7th place at the death. But that's a 2-1 victory. That is 2 very good performances at Brisbane Road. Home form back where it belonged. Very happy with that result. Very happy with the whole day. We play well against teams in black and white. Apparently Wrexham just, if we look here, got a 92nd goal to win against Morecambe to put them back into 7th. We are 42 points, so we're doing really well. 8th place in the table. 25 games played. We'll come back a little bit later on in the season. I don't think we're going to do much business in January. The squad is good. There's a few players we'll probably replace as we get to next season, but I don't envisage selling anyone. So I'm not sure we're going to have room to bring anyone because we've already got enough players to fill out the squad. Plenty of players have barely got any appearances despite plenty of rotation. I'm going to say plenty one more time. And that's plenty for this video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like it, subscribe to the channel, and hang around here for more videos and wait for the next one in this series. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.